Hello. As you might notice, I am completely bundled up. It is about 36 degrees out where I am right now, so it is very cold. You probably haven't seen my video that I released before this. In fact, it might not even be on my channel anymore. It might be on my extra channel, and if it is, I'll leave a link in the description. But last night, I did a video where I went out to this old house that's been buried, like underneath a bunch of dirt. And there's a platform next to it in the trees that has like 3 old tube TVs. And I went there last night, made a video about it, but I just used a cheap flashlight, not a very good one. And there were a couple other things that went wrong. And I didn't experience anything like weird or anything. I'm a paranormal researcher too, so I didn't really have too much fun with that last night because there was really nothing unexplained that happened. But I'm going back because of my flashlight and because of the lack of weird stuff that happened. So it is like 10 degrees colder out than it was yesterday when I went there. So I am really bundled up this time. And basically, we just gotta try not to get caught and see if we can find all those CRT televisions that are sitting there. There's like a bunch of them there. That car that just went by, you could hear them. That car drove past this farm that I'm going to like 3 times last night. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, yeah, this is an abandoned farm with that many TVs. So it's pretty fucking cool. Last night, so this morning in school, a friend asked me if I had seen the Northern Lights last night, and I said no, I did not remember seeing them. But I do remember seeing a weird light, like white trail in the sky. I couldn't figure it out, what it was. But anyway, I guess it must have been the Northern Lights. I don't know if you can see it over there. I can barely see it, but I can see the Northern Lights. I can see it barely. I don't think any camera that I have would be able to look, or notice it. But I can, and it's pretty cool. So that's one interesting thing. It is currently November 12th, 2025 of filming this video. So it is very cold where it is in Minnesota, where I am right now. I live right on the border of Minnesota and North Dakota. So it's as cold here as it is in North Dakota. Alright guys, here we are, back at it again with the better flashlight. This thing didn't work for a while. Started working again, I charged it up, now it works fine, so I'm lucky. When I pulled in here, I ran over a twig, and it wasn't even a twig, it was a whole branch, and the other end of it propped up a little bit, like 5 feet away from me. I was looking right at it. Did not scare me at all. Look at this old furnace. I'll get to that on my way back. Did not scare me at all. And that's kind of proof that I'm a paranormal investigator. I'm not easily scared at all. So we got something back there, something over there, something way back there if I can remember, and then we have a TV over here. Here we go. Here's our first CRT part. This is the part of the frame move on it, and then the part that holds everything together in the back. Look at that. That's cool too. That's another part of the frame. Here's the first tube. It's a Magnavox. First CRT. You can see Magnavox right there. I accidentally tightened my strap too much, and so I can't really zoom in where my fingers are right now. Unless I use my thumb with my other hand. There you go. Magnavox video mark, I think it says. Here's the speaker of it. You can see from the back that the paper has completely eroded away. There's another piece of CRT that you can't really notice until from where I'm standing. But right there, there's the corner of a big tube TV. And it's probably from this thing. You can look right through this too. There's probably more parts of these CRTs buried under these boards here. Here is the second CRT. Is that supposed to be an old capacitor? Right there, I think it is. It's weird that it's like made out of PVC pipe though. And the reason I know that this is a CRT television is because these little holes all over here, those are where like vacuum tube capacitors went before. And on the back, right there is where the back of the CRT went. That would go in the yoke. And it would go in there too, I suppose. Holy shit! The power transformer is still on this thing. Look at that. Someone might have come up here and ruined all these too. Just like they did with that one over there. So that might be the reason that there's no capacitors in here. They might have all just broken and fall out. But that's a pretty cool find. I never noticed that in here. Out of like the 15 times I've been here, never noticed that. It's just that power transformer and that right there. That's still here. Do you hear that? I think those are coyotes. I don't know if you heard that. I hear police cars, but I don't care. All right, here's the back of a CRT. There's a mailbox. That kind of looks like a little grill. That is 100% the back of a CRT, and a shield. Another car coming? I don't even care. I'm just gonna wait till it gets close again, and look at that. Oh, that's massive. That's a gear. It's red. I'm assuming that's from a tractor, specifically an Oliver, because they used red a lot. But why don't we walk a little bit? Look at all these branches. Oh! There's a car out there that's just parked. Oh, that car's moving again. Okay, that's not a cop car that's coming either. So, what was that? Here's the furnace I was gonna get to. I believe this is either a water heater or it's a furnace. Possibly a blast furnace. I don't know, it's on its front. It's laying on its front, so I can't really see the other side from here. There's some nice old car seats here. And that might be a hood too. There's another car seat over here that I'll show you because you can actually see it good. Here it is. I'm just gonna put my flashlight away. And after I'm certain that there's no cars over here that can see me, there's another one going down that road. I don't see any more cars. I think it's time to make an exit. Okay, I got away. I didn't get caught or anything. Here's the hill. You can't really see it. There's a hill right here that has a house buried underneath it. And that's the most cool place. That's the most cool thing about this place. We call it the ghost house. And now there is no way to get in it. There's a driveway. There's no way to get in it though, because it's buried. I can see the northern lights now. I can see them clearly, but you can't. Too bad. My camera's also low on battery, and since I'm already out of here, I think I'm gonna end the video here. But before I go, I will tell you guys that during the summer, I came here, took some pictures, and I have been an expert. I collected every single Game Boy, Nintendo Game Boy, that was made in the US, and I was really into the Game Boy Advance about a year ago. So I downloaded this software from the early 2000s that lets you turn photos into a slideshow that can be viewable on the Game Boy Advance. So I put that through there, and I'll show you a video on my Game Boy Micro after this video is done, during the credits, and you'll be able to see the photos that I took, but in extremely low resolution because it's on the Game Boy Advance. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, and for now, I'll have a good night everybody, and like and subscribe. Bye.